Welcome, my friends, and Happy New Year! It's been a great end of the year. The channel has seen tremendous growth, and it's all because of you, and I do thank you for it. I can't do this without you, and like I've said in the last few videos, my goal is to really grow and expand the channel and expand and grow this community, which is a great one, and I do appreciate hearing from all of you on a daily basis. So it's pretty wonderful. So today's video is going to be a little bit of a marathon. So this is going to be the biggest video I've made yet for the reaction videos. And there are just a lot of them are just basically like some of the more popular trending videos. Most of them I have not actually responded to. Some of them I think I have, but yeah, it should be fun. So I've taken my 5-hour energy. I'm good to go. So just buckle in and it should be good. Now, before we get to like the more fun part of the video, I just wanted to just on a more of a serious note, I just heard that Congress passed like another $6 billion, I believe it was, total to as an aid package for Ukraine. But as you can see here in just a moment, North Carolina is not looking too good. And I think that money honestly would have been better used here at home. So, Trump cannot get into office fast enough because Biden's administration is such a train wreck. All right, well, let's do it, everybody. Let's get to it. let's do it. So this is still what parts of our country looks like after the hurricane, which is absolutely a disgrace. And that money, all of it, in my opinion, should be going to help the victims.
Woke is Marxism, evolved to attack the West. If you don't understand that, you will not act correctly. You will not cure it, and it will conquer your countries. It will conquer all of Europe, and we will have a very, very long, sustainable, and inclusive future with absolutely no freedom. Because the goal is to make us into what they call global citizens. Have you heard this term?
No.
This term is nonsense. There's no global sovereign, so there is no global citizenship.
Yep.
There's no relationship because there's no ruler. And we don't want a ruler of the globe. It's a nonsense term. But they tell you, if you actually read their literature, what is a global citizen? It's somebody, I kid you not, I make no joke. They say this themselves. It's somebody who supports the 17 Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations Agenda 2030. That's a global citizen. And they say, what are the rights of a global citizen? This is in a book about global citizenship education published 2 years ago. What are the rights of a global citizen? And the answer, one paragraph later, is we're not that interested in rights with global citizenship. It's more about global responsibilities. In other words, slavery.
Yep.
This is a pivotal moment in the history of the Western world.
Yeah.
The model that they are pushing us toward, using the means and mechanisms of that place, is the model we see in China.
Yep. This is
if you want to know what your future looks like if we don't stop the woke, look at China. Look at the social credit system.
Yeah.
Look at the oppression. Look at people disappearing for having the wrong opinions. One of their greatest billionaires, Jack Ma, said the wrong thing about the government and disappeared. A billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to know what the future of Europe and America and the Five Eyes or whatever the countries, it's China. That's the model. So we have to fight back against woke, but to fight back against woke, we have to understand it. And I will close by restating my thesis. Woke as Marxism evolved to take on the West.
Yeah. And listen, this is so important because I think there is a backlash that is started in America. I mean, I think the what with Donald Trump being elected, I think that's a huge indicator that people are starting to get tired of the woke mentality, woke hive mind, whatever you want to call it, DEI, everything. There is starting to become a backlash. Companies are starting to drop their DEI departments and their, whatever they're funding for, whatever they're doing for DEI, they're starting to drop it. So I think it is turning. I don't know if it's turned enough or if it's going to keep going. I hope it does.
And it's been very successful so far because we haven't known our enemy.
Yeah.
We cannot name our enemy. And I've come here to name our enemy. So thank you for your time and attention and letting me do that.
All right, let's get to it.
The next person who has the sheer nerve, the sheer entitled caucasity to say all lives matter.
Caucasity.
I'm gonna stab you. And while you're struggling and bleeding out, I'm gonna show you my paper cut and say, my cut matters too.
Genuinely did not know this, but cracker apparently is a slur used to oppress white people and silence them.
How did you not know this?
I had no idea that you guys were being called cracker, taffy, 8 Mile, albino, Betty, Crocker, cracker,
Wow.
jack, dog, egg, pasty, ghost, hick,
Wow.
Billy, Keebler,
That's
Mayflower, mayonnaise. Like shit.
so racist. Jeez.
You. Like, damn, I wish it worked. Shut the up.
So this lady we'll see in just a moment. All this stuff that all these rants she went on is going to come back to bite her, and reality is going to hit, and consequences are going to be leveled on her shoulders, and she's not going to like it. But she's not going to accept the blame for why it was caused in the first place. She's going to blame others. So it's rich.
The job that I had worked really hard to get.
Oh gosh.
And meant a lot to me.
Oh gosh.
Just called me and fired me because of everything. I don't know if everyone's seen, but it's been circulating a lot. My Black Lives Matter TikToks were picked up by conservatives and spread and shared, and people were demanding that I be fired, which I just got. My job that I worked really hard for.
See, as you can see, the more you f around, the more you're gonna find out.
That's right.
Trump supporters just took
of
my
course.
job away from me.
Yes, it was the Trump supporters, the evil Trump supporters that took this woman's job away. It had nothing to do with the totally racist rant that she went on, just totally just dissing white people left and right, just spewing this venom. No, it had nothing to do with that. It was the evil Trump voters. It was the conservative movement. It was the evil right that just ganged up and took this woman's job. She was totally innocent.
But now it's just like my future. My future's entirely compromised because Trump supporters decided to come for my life. God, this sucks. You guys suck.
Would you guys date a trans?
Yeah, consequences can suck. That is for sure. There are negative consequences and positive consequences. And life is all about dealing with whichever ones you get.
Person.
I would not. No? I've got nothing wrong with it. I think people should be able to do what they want to do.
Yeah, I mean, personally, no. I'm kind of with him on that as well.
No, I wouldn't date a trans woman.
Why?
I don't know. For me, it's a little bit weird to know that she used to be a man, and
she's a woman now.
Totally.
It's true. That's true. That's true. That's an interesting question. But
that's a tough question.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
It's just kind of funny how none of these people have the balls to just come out and say, because it's the opposite sex, and I'm not into that. I'm heterosexual, whether I'm a man or a woman, and I don't play on the other side. So, but they don't have like the guts to just come out and say it.
For me personally, I couldn't do it.
But you just said that you like women.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I like women, but
they just dance around it.
If trans men are real men, well, then why would you not date one if you're into men?
You got me. You got me.
Ooh, big gotcha.
I don't know. I really don't know.
How do you not know? Yeah, you do know. You totally know. You just don't want to say it. Come on.
Not my type. Everyone's got their own little thing, so.
When you say type, what do you mean by that?
Everyone has their own cup of tea.
Everybody has their own cup of tea.
That's just not my cup of tea. Yeah. But if you do it, go you.
Where are you going?
In other words, you're not into men.
Exactly. Yeah.
And if they're real women, then why wouldn't you date them?
Come on. You can do
I
it.
feel like people come to California and they get scared to say what they mean.
Trans women are trans women, and it's hard to say. It's hard to say.
It's not hard to say.
Then why not date trans men?
Oh, wait,
Lesbian.
No, stop. I don't know.
These people.
But they're women, though.
Yeah, but well, it's like
Seems a little contradictory, right?
yeah, it is. It is.
I don't put no judgment, but I wouldn't consider her a woman. You know, I might be like, yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
a girl.
So you wouldn't consider him a woman, then?
Yeah, I wouldn't consider it a woman. No.
Wow, finally.
In other words, you're not into men.
Correct. Yeah.
Hello, some
So why
truth.
didn't you just say that?
If you were born with male genitals, you're a male. If you're born with female genitals, you're a female. Regardless of how you feel, that is what is. It is unfortunate because a lot of people, trans, don't tell their story. A lot of it comes with psychological abuse or physical abuse that they've experienced or witnessed, and instead of them getting help that they need, they had people enable them in their delusion and feed them these lies instead of them being able to be safe and feel loved in the body that they were born.
I was in this.
Yes. So just definitively, for the record, a man born a man is a man until he's dead. Same with a woman. Born a woman, always a woman until they die and pass on. And that's just the way it is. I don't care how you dress it up. If it is anything otherwise, then they have some kind of mental illness, and I'm sorry to say it. I'll take the heat. But I'm on the record for sure. Okay, this woman is just... I don't understand why people get so offended by Americana, by our national anthem, and our just anything that deals with America, right? Or gets offended by the American flag. I don't get it. Like, what has the American flag done to these people? Nothing.
Restaurant minding my business, and all the white people stood up and did this shit.
Yeah, did this crap. What? Singing the national anthem. Look, she's just like disgusted. Where does this mentality come from? She has been so
it was giving the movie
brainwashed.
Get Out.
The movie Get Out. Give me a break. That's a horror film for those that don't know.
So I've been thinking about how weird it is in America. We see American flags everywhere, and it's not like that in other countries. So I decided
we're awesome.
Count how many flags I see on my 8-minute drive from here, the
Probably-
bank to Petco.
probably
To
a
start,
lot.
I already see 2. One's here at the bank,
Okay.
other one's at the cemetery across the street. It's
Cool.
behind the trees, but one at the car wash, one at
Alright.
Andy's, one at the bank,
Yeah.
and Burger King. They got their own. Someone's house. And of course there's one at the church from literally the Jesus Camp documentary. That's where this happened, by the way. And this.
What?
One at Lion's Choice. Got one at Red Lobster and one at the car wash.
Yeah.
The big one right there. That was 12 flags in 8 minutes. And I know I missed some.
You did. Because we're proud of the flag. We're proud of our country. We're proud to be Americans, you know? We love being Americans. America's awesome. We are the most blessed country that has ever existed on the face of this earth in the whole entire history of the earth. So yeah, we like to show it. How is this hard to understand? Oh, gosh, people just, okay.
Does that not seem weird?
No. Oh, gosh. It's disgusting. Look, I know we have the rights to do this kind of just sickening act, which is one of the things that makes America great. But gosh, I couldn't even imagine burning a flag. For all it stands for, all the blood that has been shed to keep our freedoms.
The people who voted for Donald Trump didn't vote for Trump because they feel like Trump will make their life easier. They voted for Donald Trump because they know Donald Trump will make life harder for people they don't like. No, I will not be explaining further.
I'm writing this down. This is good stuff.
Oh no, I didn't take.
Scientists are claiming that telling your kids Santa Claus is real is unethical. Hey, woke scientists, you know what else is unethical? Letting your 9-year-old son Justin believe that he's a Britney and getting him surgery to affirm it. You guys are letting kids identify as cardboard boxes, but Santa Claus is where you draw the line? It's mind-blowing that out of all people, a wokey doesn't understand children believing in something that isn't real. It's pretend. If you're woke, your whole fucking life's pretend. You pretend you're gender. Yep. You pretend you're a victim. You pretend you know better than everybody else. You pretend you're accepting. You pretend that the last 4 years were absolutely And let me tell you something else. You can pretend that my new Christmas song doesn't exist, but it does. And you can pretend that it doesn't offend you, but it will. Check out my new music video, the Let It Snow remix, the greatest Christmas song of all time, and then after.
Actually, this is kind of a commercial for Tom McDonald, but all of his points are super valid. And if you do check out the video, go on wherever. I guess X is probably the easiest place to find it. It's really good. So yeah, I wasn't able to put it on here due to copyright because the melody it was being used for Let It Snow, but great lyrics, good stuff as always. Check out Tom McDonald, he's really great. Okay.
Afterwards, if you have to shave your head and have a good cry, you can do that too. Let It Snow by Tom McDonald, out now.
Yesterday, I was attacked on the subway platform at the Bowery stop.
Yesterday.
Oh, sorry. It was just really scary, and it's never really happened to me before in that capacity where I was cornered. The man just basically chose that I was in his way, basically, and I couldn't get out of it. I put up my arms, I defended myself, but the man ended up punching me in the face, and then he tried to tackle me, but there was a wall right behind us, so...
Now I don't believe you. It's not because you're wearing a nose ring, which is super red flag, but not that I've been punched in the face a lot in my lifetime, but I'm pretty sure if a man even gets a grazing shot off on a lady in the face, anywhere in the face, and it's been probably not even 24 hours because she said yesterday, but maybe it's been 24 hours. There are no marks on this woman's face, 0, and I don't think makeup covered anything. So I think shenanigans. I'm calling it shenanigans. I think this is a BS story, trying to get sympathy, always playing the victim. I don't believe it. So I mean, maybe some parts of it happened, and if she was harassed, that's horrible. We need to correct that through law enforcement, but that's another topic. Okay.
I didn't fall or anything, which is good, I guess. There was a lady behind me that grabbed me as well. It was at the Bowery stop in the Lower East Side. What I basically am posting this for is to just really stay alert of your surroundings, even if you have headphones on. I didn't have headphones on or anything. I was just standing there. And it was just a poor situation that I was put in. Girls, guys, anyone, do whatever you can to get out of the situation. Scream, fight, kick them, whatever you can to just get out of that. As much as I hate to say, it can happen anywhere, but New York definitely, big cities and stuff like that, it's definitely going to be more common. I hope that it doesn't happen to anybody else, but it was the first time that's really happened to me that I couldn't avoid it, and it was absolutely fucking terrifying. In the end.
Yeah, I mean, I think something probably did happen to her, but I don't think it was to the extent. I think she's exaggerating it just a little bit, especially the punch in the face. But yeah.
And I am physically okay, thank God. Mentally, I'm very shook. Obviously, I still live here, and I'm still gonna go, end up being at the Bowery stop at some point. It was just really terrifying. Yeah, please do anything that you need to get out of that situation, because the consequences won't be worse than you getting hurt or, God forbid, something worse. So stay aware and be safe.
That is a good message.
I like to think of my uterus as the deep end of a pool at a water park. No children allowed, but if they end up there, they die.
How horrible. And how horrible is her hair? She looks like one of those what is it? The dogs, the Afghan with the really long hair that comes down. That's what she reminds me of. What a horrible woman. Ugh.
Here are 4 things I recommend you do before Donald Trump takes office.
Phew,
Number 1,
thank you.
have
Yes.
all your documents at the ready. For every person in your household, make sure you have a valid passport. If you don't, pay the expedited fee to get one before the inauguration. You can go into some of the national passport centers if those are driving distance for you.
Maybe Walgreens.
I'm fortunate I'm in New England, so I'm driving distance from one of those. I did this, actually, the expedited thing a couple years ago. Awesome.
Good.
It was 2 years ago. And got it really fast. I literally went in, did my stuff, went back the next day. They had a passport waiting there for me, picked it up, left.
You are good to go.
Get those passports.
You're good to go.
The other thing you're going to want to do is have a valid birth certificate for every person in your family, along with a valid marriage certificate.
Right.
You might not need it.
Right.
You might. So just have
you
it
might,
ready.
because they track that stuff. They're going to track
have a plan in case the shit hits the fan. I like to have a short-term one, a medium-term one, and a long-term one.
Like
so my short-term one is to sell my current residence.
Wow.
A small farm in New England. And move further north. My husband and I want to move further north so we can be closer to the Canadian border. We can be in an even more rural area. We want to build a place that has a lot of land, is somewhat off the grid, and we just really don't want to be around a lot of people.
Okay, so you don't want to leave America because Trump is just the most horrible thing, but you just want to like move closer to Canada. So if you have to, you could literally just like walk across the border, because the Canadian border is completely wide open, except for like the designated checkpoints. But literally anywhere else, you can just walk or swim across rivers or whatever. So so you're not committed enough to leave America, but you just want to isolate yourself from the evil orange man. Check.
Okay. So, but we like sort of New England and the area in general. So we're looking at land that's about 10 miles from the Canadian border.
Okay, that's pretty close.
If we need to leave the United States for some wacky reason, our plan is to go to Canada. Canada will allow you to stay without a visa for 6 months. Many countries will allow you to stay anywhere from 3 to 6 months without a visa. Not all countries.
That's not 4 years, though.
That are appealing to Americans. So I would say do some research, figure out what your midterm plan is if you have to flee and go to another country. Okay?
Yes. Yeah.
Our
okay.
longer-term
Good
plan,
deal.
if it's not going to be, Canada for the long term, which it very well may be for us, but if it isn't, longer-term plan is to try to get Italian citizenship.
Oh, gosh.
My great-grandfather is from Italy, or was from Italy, so I would pursue that. So.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I've never been to Italy, but I think that would be kind of a nice place to at least visit and maybe live for a few years. But, the good thing is I believe Italy just had their, was less than a year ago, they just elected the new, prime minister? What do they have for their president? But anyway, she's way conservative, so... Sorry, lady, you're going to be stuck with another conservative leader that I think might be more conservative than Donald Trump even is. So I don't know. I think your plan is not working.
So that is my short term, medium term, long term. Might not need it.
All right.
Just have it in case.
Wow.
Number 3. Tamp
wow.
down
Only
your
number
spending.
3.
I have zero faith that the Trump economy will be a good economy.
You are so stupid. You are a stupid lady. If you think that the economy is not going to get better than what it is right now under the absolute train wreck that is Biden's economy, you are absolutely, I don't know what kind of la bizarro land you're living in, lady, but you're not attached to reality, okay?
Between tariffs, nonstop wars, money.
Nonstop wars. Trump never even got into a war. One of the only presidents in the last, 50, 60, 70 years or something that has never happened. No wars for Trump. He stopped wars. He got us out of heated places, but no wars. And he's not going to make new wars. He's going to be ending the wars. with a heavy hand if he has to. He will unleash the dogs of war. Let our military do what they need to do if they have to do something. Get it done quick and come home safely.
Go into his cronies and Doge and Elon Musk. I have zero faith that this will be a strong economy. I also think the rest of the world is tired of us. I think they're tired of the dollar dominating. I see the dollar getting weaker. We already know some of the BRIC nations are talking about not pricing oil and some of the other commodities in dollars.
Why would they do that?
I don't know that that's coming next year, but I think it's certainly coming in my lifetime. So I would say to you, sit on as much money as you possibly can. Peel back your spending, rein it in so you can be ready when and if that rainy day comes. Number 4, keep some cash on hand.
Gosh.
You never know what's going to go down. Keep cash on hand.
Yes.
Doesn't have to be a ton of cash, but I'd recommend keeping a couple grand if you can. $1,000, $2,000, something like that.
Sure.
Just keep some cash on hand.
Because everybody can just, have 2 or 3 grand or whatever, just laying around their house. Not everybody's in that position, lady. Sorry.
Put it in a little safe in your house or have a great hiding place for it. But
mattress?
Just be sure that you have cash at the ready and don't only depend on what you have in your bank. I have one more recommendation, which I can't talk about here on TikTok because I would probably get a violation. So if you want to go into the link in my profile, you can click on an American Survival Guide, go to my Substack, where I've written about all this and more, and you can see what that last recommendation is.
No, thank you.
This Thanksgiving, I am personally giving thanks that my family is already well aware that I am not a keep the peace girly, and that if they say anything remotely racist, misogynistic, transphobic, or otherwise inflammatory and gross, I will be starting some shit and finishing some shit.
Oh, yeah, totally. I'm sure her Thanksgiving was just lovely, and Christmas was probably just as great. Come on. These people, I mean, she just ripped off all that stuff like... It's like almost like melodic. Is that the word? It's like a song to her. She just misogynistic, racist, whatever. She is so like brainwashed. It's not even funny. And yeah, can you get another piercing maybe in your, like maybe in the eyebrow, maybe in both eyebrows? You don't have enough.
What are you grateful for today?
Alright, I'm ready for all the hate comments, but if you're a cisgender person and you don't want to date a trans person just because of the fact that they're trans, you're transphobic, my friend.
It's truly amazing to me how fast the narrative changes.
Okay.
I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. White women are one of the most dangerous groups in the United States and abroad.
What? That's news to me. Wait, when did this happen? I've been around white women in my life, and you mean my life has been in danger the whole time? I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
At this point, we've pretty much all seen the video of the city bike incident between the black guy and the white woman. The black guy claimed that he bought the bike. The white woman claimed that she bought the bike. It was a tug of war match. But notice how white people were laying in wait for some little nugget of information that was going to absolve this white woman of taking accountability for the harm that she put these boys in. Whiteness is a cult.
Oh,
they
gosh.
will always come to the defense of the cult members. This evidence that people are now getting on here to push to say that this white woman is innocent actually doesn't prove anything at all. But it does prove the lengths that some of y'all will go to protect white women.
Okay.
It's wild to me how people still see black people as one of the most violent groups, when actually the most violent among us has the inability to hold their community members accountable for the ways in which they harm other people. You know who you are.
But, I mean, if white people are a cult, then just as easily you could say black people are a cult, or Chinese people are a cult, or Indian, you know what I mean? Like anybody could literally be a cult in her definition. And I think statistically, I don't have the facts in front of me, but statistically, I believe crime per, I don't know how many they count it, per 1,000 people or whatever, there's way more black people committing crimes, proportionally speaking to the population of the white, or the whatever you want to classify them, in America. So Not saying all black people are bad, not by any means. And I'm not saying all white people are bad. So everybody, there's a bad apple in every race. So we just need to deal with that and try to move on.
Had 6 BBLs, 5 boob jobs,
What's
a tummy
BBL?
tuck, a gastric sleeve,
Oh,
6
gosh.
rounds of liposuction. And are you done?
What?
No. He said, how does it make you feel that you spend £40,000 and you still look the way you do?
A lot of people.
Like a sucker? You spent, I don't know what that, was that 50, 60,000 in American and in the dollar? And then she looks like that. I'm sorry, my dear, you got taken. Man, what a waste of money.
People don't watch the women's leagues. Do you think it might help if they played topless?
No, that's extremely misogynistic and disgusting.
Well, the ratings would probably go up, right?
It would,
Yeah, but that's
probably.
What do you think's a better idea to get the ratings up?
Educate and advocate for women's rights, especially with...
No, but where would the money come from? That's why I'm trying to figure
Exactly.
out revenue streams.
Well, you have to spend money to make...
Well, they've definitely been spending money. So no
Yeah,
on
they
the
have.
topless thing? Your women should play naked?
Yes. Do you like it?
Yeah, I don't mind
Please.
it.
Me too.
Nice, dude.
Hashtag me too. Yeah, maybe if the women in the country just, maybe take an interest, but it's just not there. A lot of women just don't care about women's basketball or women's soccer or whatever. So I don't know what to say. Gear it up for Watch the Liberal Meltdown. Yes.
Did you know that LGBTQ people are 4 times as likely to adopt a child than heterosexual couples?
I wonder why that is. I'm not going to say grooming, but somebody else might.
Not gonna lie, hearing you talk, you're a little sassy, so I do have questions before we proceed and continue.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay. So first off, you said you're in accounting, finance?
Yes, I'm a professional.
What's your approximate salary?
You want to know how much I make?
Approximate.
Oh, wow.
Just an approximate. I know it's
Exactly.
the internet, so you don't have to say
wow.
specifics, but
Yeah.
like a range. Just a range.
I mean, you can probably go on Google on Glassdoor. I'm not going to reveal my
Good for you, man.
finances in a public setting in this manner. It's a private matter.
Wow. How entitled do you have to be to think that, to not even go out with somebody that she seems to be attracted to, but just because she doesn't know how much money he has to be able to just like pour on her, like to buy her gifts or whatever. She's clearly high maintenance, and I would definitely stay away from her with a 10-foot pole. I don't care how she looks.
I'm not going to do that.
It's okay. And
So you're asking me, so if it was above the number you wanted, you would have kept it. If it was below the number you wanted, you would have popped it.
if you had answered, there would have been
Exactly.
a possibility for both, but because you refused to answer,
You wanna know how
that's
much
what
I
got
make?
your balloon popped.
So how much money do you make, lady? Like, you know what I mean?
Because
It's a valid question.
Oh, so it's a money thing. That's okay. You should have popped it earlier. I prefer people.
No, because I'm actually f***ing confused. Are you lot gay or am I f***ing ugly? Because why on earth am I still single? And I know it's not the latter, so...
Women.
Yeah, exactly. Slap the forehead. I think it might be pretty obvious why you're still single. Oh boy, what are these two doing?
Sometimes people can't take compliments in the singular form, so it's best to overload them in one time. Love, you're cute. No.
No.
You're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're
Stop
a delight,
it.
you're wonderful to be
Oh,
around,
gosh.
you're the love of my life, you're a delight. I think I repeated that one, but it's very true. I love you. Cutie.
Oh gosh.
No matter what
Yeah?
you do, you will never,
Me?
you will never
Never. What?
put out my love.
Put out your
You
love?
will never
I'm trying.
make me give up hope.
Okay, because I'm a
No
MAGA
matter
guy.
what you say,
No matter what you do, no matter, you will never put out my love.
I think that could be made into a really cool song. Never Put Out My Love by InXS or something. Well, I'm sorry you're going through this, my dear, but life will get better, I promise.
And I will never jump on your bandwagon of hate.
Oh, it's a big one. It's pretty big.
You will not put
There's
out
plenty of
our
room.
love.
Okay.
How do you, I've got a list of some of them here, right? You can be cisgender, trans man, trans woman, non-binary, trans brackets not otherwise specified. I don't know what that is.
That's in the process. That's
Right.
ellipsis. That's
Trans masculine, trans feminine,
what's that? That is
gender queer.
I don't know. Yeah, they're all the same thing. They're just weird people
at
with
least
short fringes
7.
and mental illness.
Wake me up when he's finished that.
Eight,
I'll tell you what I've got.
Never had a black female president. I still have to pay taxes.
As far as your generalized point, which is that we are supposed to identify people by group identity, if we don't have a black female president, somehow black females have not been represented. So Barack Obama was in no way representative of black females because he's not a female.
No,
He's
he
black.
was. He was representative,
So
but
he was
that's
half
the point.
representative. How do you do the math on this? And why?
You shouldn't do the math on it completely statistically, but the fact
You shouldn't
is
do the math
there's
on it at all. You should
clearly
treat people as individuals.
underrepresented.
You should treat people as individuals.
Well, if you don't even want Kamala Harris to attempt to create DEI initiatives in office, then there isn't even going to be a conversation about it.
I mean, I don't think there ought to be a conversation about why we ought to be represented by race or by sex. I think that we are each individual people with individual ideas, and if that person represents my ideas, I don't care what sex, race, or sexual orientation they are.
Exactly. It's common sense. And it's this woke agenda that has just twisted people's minds, and it's really sad to see. And I don't know if these people will ever recover. This is pretty funny.
Sorry? Whoa, what did you just call me?
What did you say? What the f did you just say?
Sorry, can I have this lady arrested? She just called me a...
So I think they didn't spell it, but I think phonetically, I think she was saying Nazi. And I believe this is in England, so it's like a hate crime, basically, if you say something like disparaging, or I don't know, if you deem it hateful. The UK is so freaking screwed up right now. But yeah, this is like instant karma, so kind of funny.
A public order just called me a piece of... You just called me a... No, sorry, can you take her away? Sorry, can you take her away? You
Look
can't
at her.
call people that. You cannot call people that.
She's
You
just
can't call
melting.
people that. Yeah, you can't call people that. No.
I mean, it's funny because as soon as, again, consequences slap you in the face for what you've done. Now, I don't agree that she should be arrested for calling the dude a Nazi or whatever. I mean, that's just retarded. But that is the case in England, and so in London or wherever they're at. So, yeah, I just think it's funny that she's just totally just melts. Like she becomes this little child that just got in trouble for putting her hand in the cookie jar by her parent, and now she's just, oh, no, don't, I'm innocent, blah, 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 blah. Well, sorry, lady. Consequences. Bam.
No. Yeah, I've got it on video.
She's all,
I've got it on video, her saying it right to my face, so it's a public order offense. I hope she gets arrested. I don't know what happened there.
Hey! Whoa. What, you worried I'm gonna stain your fucking signs that are telling lies to people? Oh, I'm so sorry.
these people are so stupid.
Kids still can't change their gender. We fucking tried to talk to you, assholes. I just tried to talk to you.
Alright then.
I think we're good. Just
XX does not equal XY. Well, that's true. And this person is clearly, part of the party that's full of love and joy.
Because this is our stuff.
Can you please not do this?
We are allowed to table here. We actually have a permit.
Exactly.
Yeah, we do.
I'm not touching you. I'm grabbing your phone.
Well, that's yeah. You can't touch his phone.
I'm not touching
Yeah.
your phone. I'm covering the camera.
Okay.
You're not touching me.
Now, why doesn't he want his face
Because we
to be
have a right to
shown?
be here. Why are you here?
Because I have a right to be here.
If he's in the
Okay,
right.
So why are you damaging our stuff?
Exactly. And exactly what happens when these people are confronted, they will, you know, when they start losing the argument, they will either start attacking you verbally by calling you all the phobias, or they'll just, you know, well, they might turn a little violent, but they usually will jump right into the phobias. You're this phobic and that phobic, or they'll just run away like the cowards they are, because they have no defense for what they're doing. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
You hold the tolerant left.
Yes.
All I want this summer is a man that has a job, works out, is a foodie, but also likes to have fun.
Lives a balanced lifestyle. So
Wow,
he works out and he does his job and he grinds, but he also likes to go on the weekends. He likes to party. He likes to travel.
He likes to party and travel. Thursday, like, what does he do on Thursday?
Because I've been looking for a man for that for this summer and I can't find them.
Sorry, I just.
Yeah, a man that has that fits her 50 requirements. It's never gonna happen.
Had to speed it up because it was just an ongoing list of insane expectations, ones no man could ever meet. You know, in case you're wondering what she's offering in return,
nothing.
Well, that's a much shorter list. Let's see. There's never-ending increases in the aforementioned expectations.
Yes.
Non-stop drama.
Sure.
Narcissism at a level that needs to be seen to be
Check.
believed.
Yes.
And in a nutshell,
I can believe it.
bunch of me.
Yep.
Not once did she mention what she's offering in return, and there's a reason for that. Because she isn't offering anything in return.
Yep.
His wants, his needs, his expectations
Don't
are
matter.
irrelevant.
Yep.
It's about her and only her.
Yep.
And she's not alone. This is the epitome of today's modern women and how they think.
It's pretty sad.
Don't walk away, gentlemen. Run.
When someone commits a crime, do you blame the criminal or do you blame society?
The criminal. You can always make your own decisions at the end of the day.
Both. It's nature and nurture. The way you were raised, your mindset, your own individual actions. I think all of that matters. I don't think they're mutually exclusive.
If they're impoverished and it led to them stealing food, then I don't blame them for their crime. I blame society because of the system that we have, and capitalism has failed them. Whereas if they were to murder somebody, then that's a different story.
If a guy cheats, can he blame society or hookup culture?
Absolutely not. I don't even have to finish hearing the rest of that. If a guy cheats, he cannot blame society. You've made that choice, and that's where the accountability comes in. So.
Yeah, I think it's funny that most of these answers were blame it on society. You know, they're stupid women.
If you make a choice to commit to somebody, you make a choice to commit and follow through. If you're ready to step out the door, you can make that choice to be respectful and to say, hey, you know what, I respect you enough and I love you enough that this isn't going to work out as a monogamous relationship.
Now, it makes some valid points. So I'll give her some kudos for actually answering it in an intelligent way.
I've got to go elsewhere.
This Karen ruined her life after being caught on camera threatening a black man to call the cops on him.
Dumbass. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do? Here's my license plate. Here it is. My daddy's a po-po. What you gonna do? My daddy's a po-po.
The woman got mad because he switched lanes and followed him into a parking lot where she harassed him.
Keep recording me. I'm pretty. I'm pretty. Keep recording me. I'm pretty. What are you gonna do? I'm pretty. Get on. Do it tonight.
I don't think you're that pretty.
Exposed her license plate, and people found out about her business and left 1-star reviews, and now it's out of business. The man exposed her DMs where she asked him to take the video down, but he won't because she lied about the situation, saying that, quote, he had a weapon and tried running me over, and that's why I reacted that way, end quote. But that never happened, so the video stays up.
What is the capital of the United States of America?
The capital? Springfield.
Yeah, that's correct.
I slept with the 122 college boys.
How many days?
Just over 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow,
Did
good
just
for
approach them
you.
in the street?
I'd already gone on social media, done TikTok, Instagram posts, say, hey, I'm coming to the Grand Oasis, which is like a main hotel a lot of the spring breakers go to. Like, basically, come and find me and let's make a video. So, like, when I got there, everyone already sort of knew who I was. Come and say hi.
What was the most in one day?
22.
22 in one day.
So sad. Yeah, exactly. I don't understand this. I don't even know if it's a trend, but there's certain ladies, I guess they're on, I don't know, the whatever sites they're on, but they are trying to like sleep with as many guys in like one day. It's like this insane twisted goal or something. I don't know what's going on, but it's sad. It says a lot about some of this society, and it's not good.
What I eat in a day as a 26-year-old. I was in a huge rush this morning. For breakfast, I just loaded up on some nuts. Then for lunch, I had a pasta salad. If you guys want the recipe to this, please let me know. It was so good. I had cucumber, tomato, feta cheese, chicken. Gotta stay hydrated, so I drank so much water today. After work, I had an Arizona watermelon juice. It is so good. I need to drink more of these. Pretty hungry, so I had a pizza. UT pizza is so good.
Another
you cannot
pizza?
convince me any different. I was also craving munchies, my favorite chips, and a Snickers. That's it, y'all. Bye.
As a fat person, I often dread medical appointments because of blatant medical fat phobia.
Oh yeah, the fat phobia is the problem. Not that you probably weigh 320 pounds or something. That has nothing to do with it. There's no blame on you. It's all the fat phobia. It's all these I don't know, racist doctors or whatever you want to call it. Come on.
The last OB appointment I went to, the provider blamed everything on my weight and told me that I needed to go on medication.
Surely you can't be serious.
What a jerk. Oh my gosh, telling this lady the truth? How dare that doctor?
OB appointment that I just went to, I've been dreading, and the provider was amazing. She asked me what my pronouns are. She asked me about my name. She just was like, great.
Feminism.
Yes. I can't believe that people actually like film this stuff and put it up. Like, I don't know. This whole body positivity movement or whatever you want to call it, it's horrible, it's dangerous, and like being fat is not fun. You know, when you're younger, if you're fat, you might be able to not bear the consequences, you know, but at some point that check will be written and you're not going to like the results.
Leads to single mothers. Single mothers create weak beta males. Beta males create a weak society. A weak society creates communism. Communism creates death. This is the cycle.
You woke up as
I don't know if that's the exact cycle. It might be a little bit different than that, but I get his point.
a woman tomorrow morning. What's the first thing you would do?
You know what's going through his mind. If he had access to a female body, he probably wouldn't be leaving the house for a few days. You know what I mean?
That's a lot of thought and contemplation.
Yeah. Brush my hair.
Why brush your hair?
Because mine is quite short.
No, that's not what he would be doing. That is not at all what he would be doing. Oh, gosh.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I was told there's something wrong with you.
Mm-hmm.
If we want to be specific, I was told you're too queer.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
To be here, to be
Too
around,
queer.
to not be a burden on other people. And I took that message from the outside and made it my inside message for years.
I very much relate to that because I was always misunderstood and thought of as
Couldn't
too
imagine why.
passionate, too this, too intense, too feeling, too emotional.
The
you know.
twos will get you. And I guess you realized by now, because of your
gosh.
channel and your work, your two is your greatest gift
Exactly.
to offer the world.
Right.
So look at me now. I get paid to be
Right.
too queer. I get asked
Oh my God.
to come and be too queer.
It's the day before the.
I seriously doubt that when he was younger, that his parents or whoever told him he was too queer. I don't think that happened. So that man definitely has some mental, I don't know. He needs help, but he's never going to get it.
The election, and I just want to come out here and remind everyone I've lost all hope in the American people that no matter who you voted for, no matter the outcome, I can't do this anymore. The election results are not an excuse to be violent. If you didn't vote, unfollow me and block me. Even if the results are not what you wanted, stay calm. What is wrong with you? What has happened to freedom? I'm done. And worry about something different. I'm literally sick. I'm literally sick to my stomach. If you're
That is so funny. The contrast there, the juxtaposition of attitudes. It's pretty funny, and that's pretty typical, I think, of a lot of these young ladies on the left, the far left especially.
You're not at the table, you're on the menu.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Gen Z, let's
I think a lot of things are on the menu for you.
take our seat in our democracy.
If I were to ask Vice President Harris a question, I think I would ask her, how soon do you think we can get the Equality Act passed?
How about Donald Trump?
I would ask him, do you see me as a human?
I'm tearing up. That's so brave. Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you always have to play the victim, okay? Give me a break. Like, this person even thinks that, like, I'm sure thinks that his life is in danger for some reason because he's trans. So there are other issues there. Exactly.
I am fulfilling my dreams and becoming a pregnant dad.
What the hell did you just say?
In the beginning, I had a few complications. She's been growing and she's healthy, and I haven't had any complications since then. It's been very good with the support of the doctors. I haven't had any bad experiences.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's a woman that wants to be a man, because I mean, but that plumbing or whatever you want to call it does not exist in a man. So, oh my gosh, that poor kid.
It's with me going to the doctor. They know I'm transgender and carrying my own child.
He's gonna be a wonder dad. I just know that this is gonna be a good thing for the family. You've been good with everybody else's kid. We got to see what you do with your own.
I mean, at least aside from the pregnancy thing, he does, or she does, kind of pull off the guy look pretty well. So, I mean, at least she's got that going.
Give my child a great childhood. She will always have me. I will always be there. My responsibility will always to be take care of her.
But how is the testosterone that she's taking, is that affecting the baby, I wonder? Or does she have to not take testosterone while she's pregnant? I don't know. I mean, I hope the baby comes out healthy and, you know, but man, that kid is just in a world, is going to be in a world of indoctrination and grooming for sure. Waking up and seeing that as a black woman, I'm going to be living in Trump's America again. Oh my gosh, it's horrible. Oh, you're going to become a slave. Oh gosh, again, because you were a slave before, apparently, in some other alternate reality. Nothing will happen. You will be fine. Man, these people.
I'm a fat, and I'd like you to spend my day off with me.
You're a fat?
Out of the way, and then I sit on the toilet, and I let my boyfriend message my foot. Then
message your foot? Wait, she's getting her foot messaged? Wow, I'm sorry, but messaged? Really? You don't know the difference between message and massaged? Oh gosh. Oh, this poor guy. There's no way. This would be horrible to be her boyfriend.
And I played with my markers. I'm currently drawing myself as a whale. I think
because I'm trying to do a self-portrait.
it's cute. We decided to take one of our cats on a walk because Dale said she didn't want to go. This is a very happy kitty. She jumped in here voluntarily. We walked to the picnic table because I'm breaking about a 17-hour fast.
I don't think so. There's no way you're breaking a 17-hour fast. And if for some reason, somehow you did fast for 17 hours, I'm pretty sure what you're about to consume is going to completely wipe out that fast benefit.
With this delicious cheats OMAD. My boyfriend got cheese fries with bacon. I got cheese fries with no bacon because #moderation. I had 69% of this burrito, which had onions, chili, cheese, grilled chickens.
And probably about like 2,500 calories, like if not more.
Steak, rice, and beans. It was awesome.
That does sound good.
But 5 French fries.
Oh, well, moderation, you know, that's important. Gosh, all but 5.
Tried this 3-cheese mac and cheese, and I know it looks dank, but looks can be deceiving.
And I'm sure try means I totally scarfed the whole thing.
For example, I look skinny, but I'm actually a fat.
What did you say?
You look skinny. Oh my gosh. How delusional is this woman? I'm sorry, but no, you do not look skinny. The only way you would look skinny if there was a woman that was maybe 700 pounds sitting right next to you.
For dessert, I treated myself to 1.5 tacos. These
dessert? What the freak? You don't eat tacos for dessert, and you especially don't eat multiple tacos. Oh my gosh. Wait, then what is actual dessert to this woman?
just have beef, cheese, and jalapenos.
Jalapenos? What? Oh my gosh, this woman is retarded. Learn how to speak English. Although I know jalapenos is not an English word, but come on. It's the basic stuff. Message your feet and jalapenos in her tacos. Okay.
Jalapenos were really spicy, but very good. Cheats calories
That looks so
me.
nasty.
I think it's under my TDE, which is 2,700. Correct me if I'm wrong. The walk home was beautiful. I got a Mountain Dew from the gas station. This doesn't break my OMAD. This is a drink, not a food. I stayed up till 4
It's a drink and not a food, and it doesn't have any calories or any bad side effects whatsoever.
a.m. coloring and scrapbooking.
Scrapbooking food. That tells you a lot of what is on this woman's mind 24/7. Don't tell me that she does 17-hour fasts every day. That does not happen. I do 17-hour fasts, and I know how that is. And I basically just eat one meal, and it's like a sandwich. It's like an egg sandwich or something, and like that's it. That's pretty much it. So
it was the best day ever.
We're still here. People, when I got out of the car today, I saw mailmen, people with their kids. I saw people living their lives, and that's what we have to do.
Well, Whoopi, what you saw with your own eyes is pretty much impossible because at least for the past 4 years, every single one of you on this show, including your friends in the mainstream media, you told Americans that Trump is like Hitler. You compared his supporters to Nazis. You called him a fascist, a racist, a dictator.
Every day.
And now that he is elected, you're telling me that Americans are going on with their lives? Like, why are you even sitting here, Joy? You said if elected, Trump will put you and Whoopi in jail for being comedians. Unfunny comedians, I should add. Maybe that should be a crime. I don't know. But all of you are sitting here, and you are just fine. And that should not be the case if you really believed what you said about Trump.
Yep, they should absolutely be freaking out, screaming at the top of their voices that it's a horrible, horrible thing. But this guy's videos are so funny. I mean, he interjects, he like splices himself, edits himself into the video to make it look like he's on the panel and to make it look like everybody, all the women on The View are just calmly accepting and taking what this guy is throwing down, which would not be the case if he was actually there saying this stuff. It would be just a scream fest. But this guy is really good. He's funny.
I don't understand.
And it's truth. It's all truth. The reactions are classic. That's funny. And who do you think all these people are that are giving him the looks? Who do you think they voted for? It's pretty evident. Look at the evil eye she's giving him. This guy's just bewildered. That guy wants to run him over with the bike. Oh man, that is a crusty. Oh gosh. Yes, I remember this video. What an idiot. I mean, this is really going out of your way to try to take down a sign. Just keep walking, man. Is it really that difficult just to be like, oh, it's a Trump fan sign? Oh well. No, he's got to try to take this well-mounted sign down. And it's an epic fail. White dudes for Harris. Kamala bros. Beta men. Doesn't even have the strength to pull that down, even if he wanted to.
Excuse me, would you rather $100 or a date with me?
$100. No,
Oh,
what? I'm married.
Okay, that's acceptable.
That was a good answer, but yeah, I think the $100 would be a better bet coming from that lady. I think you'd want to stay away from her as much as as much as possible. You probably get an STD just walking with her like that.
Genuinely don't even know how this could happen again, and
it's not that
I'm supposed to be
hard.
getting ready for work right now, and I'm just so
Distraught.
I just can't believe this shit. I just moved back to my hometown, and I moved in with my dad, and
yeah,
this is
not
nothing
great.
like I remember it from when I was a child. Like,
It's because you were a child. Now you're a grown woman who should be living on her own, not moving back in with her parents, okay? I don't know how old you are, but you definitely look older than 20.
my hometown is so MAGA now. Like, everyone is a Trump supporter, and they're under this guise of, well, he's the Christian option, or like whatever. They're just, if they actually read the fucking Bible and looked at Jesus' message, they would see that Jesus was a socialist.
Jesus was a socialist. What? I don't think so. I don't know what Bible you read. I think yours was slightly different from the Bible I read.
Oh my god, I just feel like I'm going crazy.
I'm sorry.
He didn't vote like he...
What? What?
I don't even know, like, why would he vote like that if he cared about me as a person, as a woman, as his daughter?
How is voting for Trump going to affect any of that? It's not. You are so brainwashed.
It just feels so, like, embarrassing, and I feel so disgusted. I don't even know how
Man.
I'm supposed to continue staying here, or, like...
Yo.
Jeez. Yeah?
My sister came in here this morning.
Uh-oh.
And seemed kind of hesitant, but told me that.
Yeah? She has cancer? She's dying?
Her and my other sister voted for Trump.
Oh no! This is the worst case scenario.
Naturally, I'm like, what the fuck? Why? Because obviously, I'm a member of the LGBTQ plus family.
Obviously.
And Latina and a woman. So it's like,
yes. It's a betrayal.
You're a cisgendered woman who's married, and these things might not affect you, but what about me?
Well, I mean, you've made that choice to be a lesbian and not be in a, cis gendered type of relationship and have kids of your own. That's all on you. So don't be crying about that.
I'm just so devastated.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you,
we don't care.
Jerry. No matter what today's society tries to tell you, men
Yeah?
and women are very different.
You are buff.
Except for liberal men. They're just like women.
Hi. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much.
Oh,
I'm here
gosh.
to pick up a prescription for Gwyneth McMullen.
It's still hard to react to this one. She is just...
What's your date of birth?
11/1/96.
Oh, gosh. It's so gross. It's so narcissistic. So narcissistic. I've never once gone to the pharmacy and posed like that. You know what I mean? Like, my gosh.
27.
She is sick. He is sick, I should say. Pretty nice shades, though. Not too bad. But they are oversized, so they're keeping consistent with the look. Oh, gosh. And she's probably, or he's probably, I should say, gonna go back and just watch this video over and over and over again on loop and just stare at himself. That's gonna happen.
1231 here for you.
Thank you.
Oh, go ahead and hit accept and sign for me.
Oh, perfect.
I love your t-shirt.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
What, you made it?
No, it's from TikTok Shop.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so cute.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
There you
Have a
go.
good day.
Thank
Thank you so much.
appreciate it. Let's grab my phone. My camera, whatever. Ay, ay.
What right is he taking away from women?
This is good.
What right is he taking away from women?
He don't like y'all. He don't like none of us. He don't even like his own race.
What right is he taking away from women? Y'all still not answering my question.
They can't answer it.
5 minutes. What was the answer?
We answered it.
Y'all brought up education once I asked that question. Because y'all don't even know what y'all talking about. Y'all just go on Twitter, look at what they say, and just run with it.
Myron, you go on Twitter. I watched the debate. I heard everything.
Y'all thought he was taking away abortion. He can't even do that.
This young man is based, and his life will be better for it.
Myron, what debate did you watch?
He's so stupid.
He cooked his entire class.
Yes, please look at the Chromebook. So I want to see what right he's taking. Let me search it up. What right? Let's see what right he's taking away from women.
Look at what he's saying.
Let's see what right he's taking away from women. Let's watch it.
Okay, let's see what he's giving you when he is perfect.
No, what right is he taking away from women?
Let's see what he's doing for you.
Because they said that last time.
The right to an abortion was overturned by the Supreme Court there.
Oh boy.
Get that camera off.
That sacred cow of abortion.
Supreme Court justices that overturned
Nigga, it's not on you. You're moving back.
been law for 50 years.
Said it publicly, he's against that. And y'all also said Project 25. He also said publicly he's not going to do Project 25.
He's a liar. Do you believe him?
Yeah, he's a liar.
Y'all only want Kamala Harris.
Your body, my choice. That's what did.
Why do you need an abortion? Why do you care about abortion? You're in high school.
It doesn't matter.
You're in high school.
Exactly. They're in high school. They're not going to be needing an abortion for the most part. My gosh. And even if they unfortunately did need one, they could get one still in every state.
Get pregnant. Women our ages get pregnant.
Is you getting pregnant? Is you getting pregnant? Did you get pregnant once?
I shouldn't have to fear that though.
Are you even a... You're probably a virgin.
Probably a virgin.
I'm worried about the wrong things, yo. Abortion's definitely one of
This
y'all
guy's
lists.
crazy.
We got wars. People trying to have wars with us, and y'all worried about abortion.
Exactly.
That's enough. Let's
Okay, but Mr. Mr. Lopez, they talking about abortion. They not talking about how Trump ended the China war within less than 24 hours of him being in office. The China war has already ended, and y'all want to keep bringing up abortion.
What the fuck are you admiring? That doesn't fucking matter.
It says, oh, y'all worried about abortion. Y'all not even having sex. Like, look at y'all.
It don't matter if we was.
Then we have to take turns.
Yeah.
And you have to be respectful of each other. And when it becomes too emotional and too controversial,
Too emotional.
then we're not going to discuss this.
No free flower.
So what right is he taking away from women? Y'all still ain't answering.
Shut up, the girl that recorded everything. It's over.
Let's focus on.
I still can't answer. And that's how it is.
Yeah, let's focus on that. 'Cause people don't want to talk about how Trump is a good president.
He's dumb.
It's not funny. I'm dead serious.
It's like, you know, you live all year long in your little box, and you come here for 1 week. You can kind of live out crazy fantasies, and you can get away with it, and no one cares. And what happens in Key West stays here.
My husband and I were talking about. Have you been before? Oh, cool. Ladies and gentlemen.
What in the world is happening in Key West? Is that like some kind of like yearly hedonism festival or something like that? What is going on down there?
Non-binary, binary, all colors of the rainbow.
If the only way to ban abortion forever would be to bring back slavery, would you do it?
No.
No?
No. I wouldn't bring back slavery to try to limit
She
murder.
thinks she's got him.
No.
Okay.
What kind of outrageous question is that, by the way?
I'm just curious. Just yes
but
or no.
If the only way to limit human suffering is to ban abortion, would you ban abortion?
Huh? What?
Say it again. Ask that again.
If the only way to limit human suffering is to ban abortion, would you ban abortion?
Turn it back on her.
No.
It was an
Jeez.
honest answer. Okay. It was an honest answer.
Yeah.
Okay, I could tell you've thought deeply about this.
And there's a brainwashed answer. Jeez Louise. That is a stupid girl, and that is a girl that is going to be voting. She's going to be allowed to vote. Oh gosh.
I went viral for letting 23 guys run a train on me with my friend Benny.
Why is
that
this
video's
such a thing
actually
of
out now, so
pride?
if you want to go check that out, you know where to go. But if you want to be a part of the next one, I'm actually doing 100 guys
Don't listen
in
to this.
1 day.
No doubt. It's disgusting. That is just disgusting that anybody would want to do that. Oh gosh. Yeah, her father must be super proud.
Work for Kamala's campaign, and now I'm gonna deliver immigrants to her supporters.
Yeah, see how fast this
Are you?
this
We do have a
turns.
surprise, if that's okay, just real fast. We're looking for a place for them to stay. They just came across. They'll sleep on floors. I mean, they're not picky, you know.
We have like a 2-year-old, so
Hector's good with kids.
sorry, we just
Could they just like sleep on your lawn? They need a place to stay. They just came across.
My teenagers live with me.
Oh, that's fine. Hector, he was dating a teenager like a little bit ago, so
Okay.
they just came across. They don't have papers. You're in support of like the whole border situation, and we're just trying to get them a floor to sleep on. Do you guys want COVID? They said they could survive it.
They want COVID.
We work with her, so we know how to say her name.
Earlier you said Kamala. The way she pronounces her name is Kamala. You don't work with her either.
See that car? We have 3 dudes who just came across the border. We're trying to find them a home.
Just say I'm voting for Donald Trump without saying it, okay?
That's a wrong attitude, mister. I said my vote's private.
So you're voting Kamala?
No.
I think we're...
Exactly. She's of course by not saying the thing out loud, she's saying it loud. And it's funny that, you know, all these people are like, oh, the border and all this stuff, but if they were given the opportunity to actually help one of these immigrants to get housing, they will 100% always reject the offer because they don't actually care. It's all just a bunch of brouhaha to them, and they're a bunch of fake phonies.
Really what happened here is that we had those 2 assassination attempts against the former president. And the message that was sent out across the board was, let's tone down the rhetoric. And in toning down the rhetoric, that silenced people that were calling him a fascist, a threat to society. That silenced factual information. Many of us still call him a fascist, a dictator on day one, but there has been sort of a silencing of factual information about the former president.
Wait a minute, Sonny.
There's no factual information that you said at one time in your little diatribe there.
You might find this surprising, but calling someone a fascist and a threat to society does not automatically make it factual information. It shows what you feel about that person. And it gives people an idea about your IQ level, which is pretty low, but it doesn't make it a fact.
Sonny is totally crazy.
Men should be in charge of fun, because we're more fun than you. You don't know how to have fun. You just ruin. All your fun is just to go out and go, woo! Men are geniuses at having fun because we are philosophical about dumb shit. Here's what guys can talk about. We could just ask a question just like this. Hey, would you sleep with a girl if she didn't have a nose? And here's what the other guy would do. Like, what do you mean no nose? Just a tip? No. She has a hole in her face. Can I cover the hole with my hand? No, you have to kiss her right on the hole on the face.
Jeez.
Is she pretty other than no nose? She's lovely except she
pretty
has
accurate.
No hole. There's a hole in her face. Yeah, I'll sleep with a girl with a hole in her face. Ask Miss Fun here. Would you sleep with a guy with no nose? He should go to the hospital.
Number 44. Woo! 44, that's me! Get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts.
Who are you?
I'm Billy Eichner.
And, okay, all right, so, and is this like TV or?
Yeah, this is like television, yeah.
What television?
Like Billy on the Street.
Oh, okay. So are you an internet thing?
No, it's actually a TV thing and an internet thing.
I don't like your attitude.
Okay, I don't like yours. I'm on TV.
Who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit about you, bitch?
Are you voting for Trump? Yep. White supremacist. How?
Wow.
How can you say that? How can I say if you vote for Donald Trump, you're a white supremacist? How? How? Because you support that man in office.
You support
That's
that man.
That's not an argument. I'm gonna need proof that makes me a white supremacist. You're gonna have to break down the argument. It's not my job to say that. You just accused me of being a white supremacist. You should be able to back that up. Are you voting for Donald Trump? I sure am. That's my proof. Are you voting for Joe Biden? Yes, I am. Then you're a pedophile. No. Yes, you are. A pedophile. You're a pedophile.
It's totally the argument. There's no basis for her calling this interviewer a racist just because she's voting for Trump, just as much as the reason that she's voting for the other person is voting for Biden, that she's a pedophile. There's no it's not based in reality at all, and there's no argument there. And I'm glad that this woman, who she does a lot of these interviews, I'm glad she just completely flipped it back on the Biden supporter, I know a Kamala supporter, but anyways.
How? You like to sniff kids.
Like, if only everyone had access and the free time to do this. I'm sure so many other people would love to do that. But people are struggling. They need to pay their rent. They can't just allot that time. They need to prioritize. And I think that's ultimately what is really sad. Yeah. Everyone would love to take care of themselves.
I disagree. I'm sorry, I disagree. Like, there's some of us who are on the fit side that don't have that privileges. I wake up at 4 a.m., have a full-time job. I get it done. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I want to be the highest version of myself, the most evolved version, and she has to show up.
But your life allows it. Yeah.
No, I make my life allow
exactly.
it. I surround myself with that.
But other people don't have the possibilities that you have.
They do. They just
not everyone. No.
And I also think there's something to be said for the effort in. That's it.
You do actually have. I mean, you can make time. Anybody can make time to work out a little bit, and I mean. I should be one to talk because I don't as much as I should. Don't play the victim card. Just don't do it. And I know that's what they love. They love to be the victims. Woe is me, the society and everything else that's oppressing me, and I have no control over my life. Come on, people.
I love all people.
Me too. We all need to be kind and accepting of one another. I agree, kindness is everything. I am for women. Yes, girl, me too. No, wait, so you're a Kamala supporter as well? No, I'm a Trump supporter. You racist, female-hating, bigot liar. What? You don't love anyone. You hate people. You're racist. We just agreed on the same things. I do. I'm for women, and I think being a racist is horrible. You might as well be a German when the Holocaust was going on because you support Hitler. Okay, who's being the bully now?
Hey, babe.
And that's how it is. I mean, come on. These people have no arguments. They don't make any sense. They immediately go to, you're Hitler, you're racist. But that's a prime example, that little skit, of that we have, in reality, way more in common with each other than we do that separate us. And that's what we need to try to focus on. I just hit my mic. So, yeah, I mean, I like that skit. It was a good one because it shows that we do have way more in common. But it's just that the left are crazy.
Combat flight line. I consistently vote Democratic.
That's not a shock. And you definitely have the big oversized cat eye glasses. So check. You're probably too old to be rocking the nose ring. So I will, I'll give you the pass.
Because I served with men like you. I know how you think.
Yeah.
You have an 8th grade education. Right.
Okay.
It says 12 on your diploma, but you can only write and read to the 8th grade.
That's not actually true. I mean, for me personally, I think when I was like, man, I don't know, in 6th grade or something, I was actually tested reading, like, I don't know, at 11th or 12th grade level. So you're kind of off on that, my dear.
How do I know this?
Because you're
That's
stupid?
the requirement for the United States military. 8th grade reading comprehension. That's it. That's all you need.
That might be true. And I'm not saying that the military doesn't take some lower IQ people, but they also have jobs that would allow them to be successful and not have to be able to, really think. I'm sorry to say, but there's a wide variety of jobs you can do in all of the militaries to fit whatever IQ you have.
That's all you need. 8th grade reading comprehension. I enlisted with 2 years of college under my belt. Ugh.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
Ugh.
Can you imagine how difficult it was out there on the flight line with a bunch of people who could only speak in 1-syllable words? Oh, wait.
I'm so glad you're so much better than everybody else because you have 2 years of college.
Wait, you don't know syllable, do you? Well,
I don't even know what syllables are.
It is what it is. Then again, I was Air Force. You were what? Army? I'm gonna say Army because I don't think you're a Marine.
What does that have to do with anything? Look, I mean, I was in the Army, and not to disparage any other military force because they're all awesome, but man, the big joke during boot camp was always about how easy the Air Force boot camp was compared to the Army, and the Marine boot camp is just crazy insane. Props to anybody that went through that system, because that was not my cup of tea. But yeah, I think the Air Force might be the easiest. I'm not sure, but look, you're still serving your country, so just get off your high horse, lady.
Marines typically don't do this unless they are members of Marines United. So there's always that. No, what is that? Poodles? Yeah.
I don't know.
I vote Democratic.
Yeah, and it shows.
Specifically
because of the men I served with
You're stupid.
in the military.
Oh.
I can give you their names. You can hold them accountable for why I and so many other women veterans vote, specifically to vote you out, cancel you.
So you're so crazy that you like keep tabs on the men that you served with that you think are just inferior intellectually to you? That's kind of crazy.
I mean, we could start a trend, couldn't we? How many women veterans vote Democrat specifically to vote against the men from their assigned unit? You sleep on that tonight.
Okay.
And then remember that most women will follow a woman veteran over a man.
So you're going to be voting for Tulsi Gabbard when she's going to run for president in the next few cycles? Is that what you're telling me? You're going to be voting for Tulsi? Well, that's courageous. That is courageous for you to flip Republican like that when the time comes. So yeah, I'll be holding you to that standard.
And then remember, women outnumber men in this country by 2 to 1, and that's conservative. That's a conservative number.
I don't know if that's true, but I don't think that's the case. What the freak am I looking at? What the? He doesn't even look human anymore. Oh gosh, he looks like a cow chewing food. That's disgusting. What? How does this guy like make a living? There's no way somebody would hire somebody like him unless he works like at a tattoo shop or something. Oh gosh. He can't even eat without spilling juices out of his ring holes. Oh gosh, that is disgusting. I'm sorry. I'm sure you're probably a fairly decent human being.
Hi, I am at Emory Hospital waiting to get my bilateral orchiectomy, which means I am getting my balls removed.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
What?
I have been on hormone therapy for about 2 years, 10 months, and this is my first gender-affirming surgery.
I'm so
you might be
sorry.
wondering why I'm doing this.
You should be wondering why you're doing that. That is the appropriate question for sure before you get your nuts chopped off. Ugh, gosh.
Well, for one, I'm doing it to feel better about my body and feel more at home in my body. And you might think, well, why not just get a vaginoplasty? And one of the reasons for that is because in Georgia, there are no surgeons who offer a vaginoplasty. So it's kind of inconvenient. On top of that, the recovery type it's a pretty intense recovery, and I would have to like fly to another state and stay there for a month for the recovery, and that's pretty prohibitive. Another reason I'm doing this is I'm not going to have biological children, which is fine because I already have biological children. They're great.
Oh gosh.
So I'm not worried about that anymore. In fact, a while ago I had a vasectomy, and of course the hormone therapy isn't exactly great for sperm production either. So I'll be infertile in like 6 different ways. I'm also really looking forward to how the surgery is gonna lock in my changes. Like, if I were to go off hormone therapy, then my body would start making testosterone again, and my body would start transforming back, and I don't want that. So I'm gonna keep that from happening. And in general, I'm just excited to have clothes fit better.
What is this guy doing? Okay, first of all, I don't think this guy is thinking it through, because I mean, what happens if, like, you know, so many of these people years down the line, all of a sudden they wake up from the mind virus and they're like, what the heck am I doing? Like, I was born a man and I want to be a man again. Well, if this guy chops his nuts off, then there's no going back from that. I mean, that's a pretty drastic thing to do. So I guess God bless him that he doesn't regret his decision, but man, What the freak is this guy doing? Is this modern dance? What the freak? Why is he in that borderline Speedo and a midriff shirt? Why? That is so... He looks like Gallagher just is coming off a bad, like a bad high, like a bad trip. I really hope people didn't pay for this performance. Looks like he's having a seizure. Come on, dude. This is not anything. Oh boy. All right, yeah, let's just steal whatever. Good for you. Trying to make a difference, but that dude's way bigger than you. Be careful. Because that's gonna happen.
You're so cool.
What a jerk. Nailed him right in the face! Right in the head! Good for you, lady.
What? Just go.
What?
So 9 months ago, my daughter came up to me and was like, Mom, I think I'm a boy. So I was like, okay, do you want to wear boy clothes? And do you want me to call you he, him, blah, blah, blah? And he was like, yeah. So about 9 months ago, my 8-year-old at the time transitioned, started his journey around transitioning.
Which is literally impossible to do if he had normal parents, or she, or whatever. Oh gosh, this cult, this it's a cult. I'm sorry, and they groom their children to brainwash them and make them think something that is absolutely against nature.
I wasn't going to be like, no, you can't do that. You can't, you can't be a boy if you want to be a boy. Like, I just let him. And
oh, great parents.
In that process, I lost the last little bit of family connection I had. Like, my mom called CPS on me for letting my kid be trans, and I went no contact with my mom, and I'm already no contact with my dad. So this is the first.
So this whole thing just absolutely destroyed your family. Bravo, bravo, young man. Bravo. I'm pretty sure that's a man. Actually, I'm not sure. I think it's a guy.
Year where I'm going through like this set of holidays, the birthdays, the seasons changing, everything on my own. And like as a single mom, not having anyone is hard. And
consequences.
Like, these times, these moments where I just like want to go out to breakfast with my mom or like anyone.
Yeah, a little sense of normality. You've totally effed that up. So you made this bed, young lady, or young man, whatever. Deal with it.
And then I'm like, damn, I'm really just like doing all of life alone. And then
your choice.
Upset. And it's like the feeling of loneliness is
horrible,
so big and heavy. And
yeah. That's why we need family. That's why family is so important. Is so you have that connection, you have that love. It should be unconditional. A lot of times it's not, but that's why family is important. That's why all these leftists that are cutting off family are going to regret it.
It gets me sometimes. Yeah. It's hard sometimes to just do everything on my own. But I mean, obviously I'm going to. Like, I would never, ever let, like, my son is 9 years old and he's trans and he already gets bullied and ridiculed and all of that stuff. I wouldn't, like, fuck my mom. I'll never, ever have my mom in my life.
Don't have sex with your mom. Just don't do it. It's never a good idea. And yeah, it's just shocking that his son is being bullied and teased and harassed at school, because it's not it's not a normal thing.
Life again because she doesn't believe that being trans is real.
Not that bullying is good. Bullying is bad. Let me just make that clear. But it's not shocking that kids are mean to, kids are mean to each other at that age, for sure.
Like, that doesn't make sense. People have been trans forever, and I'm going to always choose my child over my, being lonely or not having family in my life.
Then why are you making this video? What's the point?
So anyways, it's just shitty. And I'm worried, like, I'm not going to be able to pull off these holidays good, Like, I used to have my mom and my stepdad help me.
Yeah.
I'm worried I won't make enough money or have enough presents.
That sucks, but...
And, like, Thanksgiving
your body, your choice,
suck,
right?
Because it's just going to be me putting it on for my kids. But yeah, I became my son's protector and supporter, everything super quick.
Well,
I had bought him a whole new wardrobe, like within a week of him telling me that he's trans. And I'm a fucking beast when it comes to protecting my son.
You look like one.
I took on the school, I took on everybody, just so that my kid felt good about himself.
You're doing something right.
Lily! So anyways, like, sometimes I just feel really lonely. Like, I'm an island. And I just don't think I'll ever be good enough for my kids.
You got the cat, and you got your
easier
son.
When I have someone like my mom or just anyone there helping me and supporting me so that I do it right.
Well,
and I just wish I had
screwed that up.
Fucking beast when it comes to protecting my son. I took on the school, I took on everybody, just so that my kid felt good about himself. Lily! So anyways, like, sometimes I just feel really lonely. Like, I'm an island. And I just don't think I'll ever be good enough for my kids. It's easier when I have someone like my mom or just anyone there helping me and supporting me so that I do it right. And I just wish I had someone to go to breakfast with.
Well, you shut that door. What the freak? You're going to be eating dog food for a very long time. In fact, the rest of your life.
Greta Thunberg has been arrested twice in the Netherlands.
Oh, good.
Thunberg was detained along with several other protesters who tried to block a major highway into The Hague. Hours later, she was released by police and was re-arrested when she rejoined the protest against fossil fuel subsidies. Thunberg, who is now 21 years old, explained her actions, saying, quote, "We are in a planetary emergency."
Yeah, and blocking the streets really gonna help anybody's cause. I mean, come on.
My sister is trans, and she, it's like when someone's like talking about something that directly affects you and they have no skin in the game.
Yeah.
None, nada,
Yeah.
zero.
Right.
Like, it's different.
How do you feel about Israel and Palestine?
It's a trap.
I mean, I don't think the genocide in Gaza is good.
Do you have skin in the game?
Well, like,
nope.
That's like a little bit of a different issue, though.
Why?
Like,
no, it's not.
We're talking about like the health.
No, but I'm just trying to make the point here. So you're upset. You're
about a foreign war, and I'm talking about people's health care.
I'm talking about people's lives. So my mother lives in Israel. My sister, my brother. You have a really strong opinion about Israel. I'm applying your same argument back at you.
Yep.
You don't know what you're talking about. You've got no skin in the game. And
I'm okay.
Okay. You see how that works?
Yep, they have nothing. They can't battle the faulty logic they have, and so they walk away. Typical.
Funny how her logic only applies to her political foes. Imagine my shock.
Beauty is subjective. I'm just curious, the entire male population of the world, which woman do you think pretty
The one on the left, without a doubt.
Pretty much all men in the world, if they had to pick one.
My number one value is of acceptance, and so for me to come on here and compare these
Yeah, you can
women,
accept one woman is less attractive than the other.
I don't know.
That is acceptance.
I don't
You can
know.
accept that one woman is more
It's more
attractive than the
beautiful.
other.
I think that if that girl was watching this and she heard me say that, that wouldn't be very kind, so I'm not going to participate in this question. She's
I'm trying to just, bro, it doesn't matter. She's not going to hear the
But you've answered the
chilling.
question by saying
even
you
if she
think her
does,
answer would be, the answer would be
you don't have to be
unkind.
politically correct.
You got to answer this question.
Exactly.
I will not compromise.
What just occurred?
He's making me mad.
Did you damage his
This
sign?
is funny.
I have it on video. So are we pressing?
Yes, yes. Destruction of you'll get community service and you'll be ordered to pay restitution for the flag.
I am a full-time student. I'm coming back here in the summertime.
Next time you'll think not to do it.
Consequences.
Dude, like you can't find any like peace in your heart and understanding for
I will tell the judge and he'll drop the charges after 6 months and you do community service.
You don't offer like second chances, redemption.
It's too late now. You had a chance not to do what you did, but you went
Exactly.
and did it anyway.
Why does it matter
Exactly.
if 10 people want to be a gender studies major and it matters to them? Like, not everyone can be a lawyer, not everyone can be a doctor. There needs to be some people, and you know what? Yeah, it sucks that some people do go to college and get a degree and then they end up not in a workforce for that. But I don't think that has to do with like college was a scam. It's more like maybe that just wasn't the path for them, or that life choice was just too hard to get for them. But some people are able to go to college and get a degree and use it, and that is super important because imagine if no doctors went to college, they're just like, I think I can do it.
Well, of course,
Like,
doctors and lawyers need credentialing, right? But
So
less,
college.
Well, less than 5% of all people that go to college end up studying medicine or in legal. The vast majority go into soft social sciences, communications, or the humanities. So you're in college or have been, is that correct?
Yeah.
Are you forced to take classes that you think are a waste of time?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
you know what?
hold on. So that they're taking your money and they're forcing you that they're a waste of time. That's kind of scammy,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, I think that
That
some
is.
classes
Ooh, some. So you have to probably go in debt, right?
depends.
Okay. Are you
On
going?
what
Are you
college you
going
go
into?
to
Are you
and-
going into debt?
No.
Okay, well, that's good.
I picked a school that actually offered me a scholarship.
Oh,
and
so
I
someone
picked a
else is
school
paying
that
for your
was good. Oh, I don't know. Depends on me. I mean, that's
No, I'm
a
sorry,
school
that's
that
not-
wanted to give me an opportunity. But that's not what we're talking about.
Racism is systemic. Racism is people enacting power over other people. The global system of white supremacy has white people at the top and black people at the bottom.
I'm writing Okay. this
down. This is good stuff. It's colonialism. It's many.
Where are the Asian people at? Were they just somewhere in the middle? So it's like white, Asian, and then black? There seems to be a lot of races he's missing.
Centuries of white supremacy. In that sense, white
Right.
people are the only group capable of enacting racism.
Anybody could be racist. Racists don't have a color.
It just had to all derive from something. It just wasn't something people were born with. It had to be learned. It had to be taught.
Where did you learn your definition of racism?
Sociology classes. I majored in sociology in college. I just graduated.
Women
Of
do
course he
earn
did.
less in America because they choose to. This is nature's way of saying women should be at home with the kids. They're happier there. They are pretending that they like working, and they're not making money
That's funny.
because they don't stay all night at the office. They don't go the extra mile. They don't work all weekend. You're making a mistake. You would be much happier at home with a husband and children. Oh, boy.
It's true.
Oh,
It's probably true.
You just said you're single. You don't have a boyfriend. You're what?
That's
you're
my
celibate?
choice.
Yeah, look, you're miserable. You would be so much happier with kids around you tonight. Imagine coming home. Mommy's home.
That's funny.
What do you guys think of when you hear or see conservative like white men?
First instinct is sometimes like scared of them. We go to a southern school, so it's a lot of those people, and I think it's just like a lot of entitlement around kind of just their vibe, I guess.
Mr. White,
Yeah, I don't think so. There's no way that all the white men that she goes to school with, and she's been, who knows how long she's been going to school, that she's just been terrified every time she's seen a white guy. Please. And you're telling me she doesn't have a boyfriend who's probably white? Come on. Those ladies are a joke. They're totally lying. They're saying what they think that people want to hear on the camera.
What would be the first meal that you would feed me?
Salad.
You're a woman that goes into the gym and you ask yourself, like, why does every man stare at me? Why don't I get approached by these men? Is something wrong with me? I'm gonna tell you the answer. I'm not being delulu. This is just facts. I know it, and I've heard it from men saying why they don't approach me. The reason why you are not getting approached is because these men see you as a woman with high value. A lot of men just want to have fun, so they go and push themselves on women that they think don't have high value. This is the truth. Like, I'm trying to be kind, but that is the truth. You are not getting approached in a place where everyone's breaking their necks to stare at you. They know that if they approach you, you will hurt their ego. And they know that you are better than them. Men can sense if a woman is better than them, and that intimidates them. That just makes them scared, like, oh shit, like, no woman can be better than me. And personally, I take this as a compliment if I'm out in public getting a lot of stares.
I think I can speak for most guys right now. That's actually not the reason at all. The only reason guys don't really approach girls in the gym is because they're shy. That's it. Oh, she's high value and I don't want to hurt my ego. Yeah. Type of weird cycle thing to say is that. And I think it's funny seeing someone confidently spew out nonsense on a subject they know nothing about, and then to go ahead and label themselves high value. Yeah. Go outside and touch some grass, please. I can assure you it's not that deep, all right?
What's 85 plus 25?
105?
Yes. Wow. Hold up.
Close.
85 plus 25. I will say 97. What is 85 plus 25?
Oh my gosh. 85 plus 25? Yeah. 5, 10, 8, 5, 6.
It's not
60?
that difficult.
60, good job.
Wow.
Thank you.
Divorced, I have 2
60?
kids. The last thing I want to be is divorced with 2 kids and 30.
To be a hoe?
I have to do a hoe. Yeah, maybe.
Wait, so you would rather be a human sex toy than to stay married and keep your family together? Imagine how your children are gonna feel when they're old enough to watch this pathetic video of their mother admitting to breaking up the family so she can go out and chase STDs like Pokemon.
It's just your monthly reminder that if your parents disowned you because you're queer, they're no longer mom and dad. They're Dick and Deb, Harold and Sue, Geraldine and George, Michael and Molly, Sam and Samantha. I don't know what the they are, but they're anything other than mom and dad. You can remember that shit.
Does height matter?
Of course it does.
Okay.
Step on the scale.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not going on a scale. You should love a girl for who they are.
You should love a guy
Double
for who they are,
standard.
regardless of height.
That's true.
So height does. So take it back.
And I'm not taking it back.
And step on the scale.
I'm not stepping on the scale.
Why?
Because I'm not.
Okay, so take it back.
I'm not taking it back.
So weigh yourself.
No. If you care about weight, you're ridiculous. And
if you care about height, you're ridiculous.
No, but you don't need to know an exact number.
You don't need to know an exact height.
Exactly, I don't. All you gotta know is that they're taller than me, and that's it.
Okay, I want you to be lighter than me. Step on the scale. No. It does. You said height matters.
That's funny.
All right, and weight matters, so step on the scale.
Weight matters, but if you're not strong enough to carry me, then bye-bye.
All right, then let's see.
No, I don't want to do that. That's scary as fuck.
Why?
What do you mean why?
You're judging guys based on height, so I'm judging you based on weight.
Exactly.
We have to do one of the things that we do really well here.
Yeah.
And that is correct dangerous misinformation that he is spreading. Do not listen to anything he says because he is giving you bad information. Go to our website, see all the resources that if you need them, you can take advantage of. And we'll try to always give you the truth.
How can she just lie like that? Like, just straight out lie. These women haven't told the truth about Trump or anything concerning Trump since Trump said he was going to run back in 2015. So give me a break. What? Does anything truthful come out of that woman's mouth ever?
That's why I had to say.
Well, Whoopi, throughout your entire monologue here, you looked straight to the camera until you said, "We will give you the truth." That's when you looked down in discomfort and doubt.
Exactly.
In other words, your body just rejected the bullshit that came out of your mouth. Isn't that amazing?
Yep. Yep. All right. Well, listen, this was definitely a marathon of a video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you do, please subscribe. Please like and please share. You know, this has been just an outstanding period of time for the last 2 months. The channel has actually been in existence for 9 years, and it was exclusively gaming, and it never really took off until I started doing these type of reactions, commentary on political, I guess you could call it. So yeah, the last 2 months or so, unbelievable growth, and it's all because of you. So thank you. I appreciate everybody that comes to the channel that hopefully enjoys the content, and I really am focused on growing the channel and expanding our community, and just making the channel bigger and better, and I can't do it without you. All right, well, listen, Happy New Year again. I hope everyone has a wonderful next year, 2025, and I hope everyone stays safe, and know that you are loved and appreciated, and I hope to catch you in the next video. All right, bye.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.